Imagine waking up on January 1st, 2026, with a deep sense of clarity, like something inside you just clicked. The air feels lighter, your thoughts feel focused, and you know exactly what kind of life you're stepping into. This isn't just about New Year's resolutions. It's about becoming someone new, starting right now. What if I told you there's a hidden force already inside you that can turn your thoughts into results, your dreams into reality? That force is gratitude. And according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, gratitude isn't just a nice emotion. It's a powerful energetic signal, a frequency that tells the universe, I'm ready to receive. When you feel genuine gratitude before something even happens, you're aligning with the future you want. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, said it best, faith is the only known antidote for failure. And gratitude is a form of faith. It's believing that what you want is already yours, and thanking the universe in advance. Today we'll explore 3 powerful pillars that combine science, spirituality, and practical action, the very formula used by some of the most successful people in the world to consciously create their lives. These steps aren't complicated. They don't require anything outside of you, but they will challenge you to shift how you think, how you feel, and what you focus on. And if you stay until the end, you'll discover a simple yet powerful ritual, rooted in neuroscience, that helps you enter what Dr. Dispenza calls the state of receivership. That's when manifestation moves from wishful thinking to real-world results. So take a deep breath, and let's begin your reset. Your new chapter starts here, not on a calendar but in your energy. There's a reason why some people seem to attract opportunity, peace, and success, while others stay stuck even when they work hard. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, the answer isn't always in what you do. It's in how you feel. More specifically, it's in the emotions you choose to practice every single day. And the most powerful one? Gratitude. You might think of gratitude as something you express after something good happens. But in the world of manifestation, that's backwards. As Dr. Dispenza teaches, when you feel gratitude before you see results, you're sending a clear signal to the quantum field. This is already mine. Gratitude becomes a declaration of trust, a vibration of already having, not needing. Napoleon Hill said, faith is the only known antidote for failure. But how do you build faith in a dream that hasn't happened yet? You feel it. Gratitude is emotional proof to your subconscious mind that the reality you desire is already forming. Science backs this up. Deepak Chopra explains that when you practice gratitude daily, your brain increases serotonin and dopamine levels, 2 chemicals linked to happiness and clarity. It also reduces stress hormones like cortisol, helping your body stay calm and focused. In simple words, the more grateful you are, the better your mind and body function. And it doesn't take hours or complicated rituals. A simple 3-minute gratitude practice can completely shift your vibration. Grab a notebook, or your phone, and write down 3 things you're grateful for today, and more importantly, how each one made you feel. Then take 3 deep breaths while rereading those words. That's it. You've just trained your body to believe your future is happening now. Want proof that it works? Let's look at some real people who live this. Denzel Washington once gave a powerful speech where he said, put your slippers way under the bed at night so when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, thank God. For Denzel, gratitude wasn't a reaction. It was a daily ritual, even before he became a household name. Tom Bilyeu, co-founder of Quest Nutrition and host of Impact Theory, credits his morning journaling habit with changing the way he approaches success. Each day before touching his phone, he writes down what he's grateful for, and why. He says it helps him stay emotionally stable, even during high-stress decisions. Steve Harvey, known for his humor and motivational fire, says he starts each day with what he calls a thank you prayer. He doesn't ask for anything. He simply gives thanks for where he is and where he's going. Gratitude, he said in a live interview, has been the gateway to every good thing in my life. Pharrell Williams, the multi-platinum music producer, revealed in an interview that gratitude fuels his creativity. He described it as his emotional fuel, helping him stay inspired and open to new ideas. In his words, gratitude is the new hustle. And guess what? None of these people waited for everything to be perfect to feel grateful. They practiced gratitude in the middle of uncertainty, and that shifted their energy. Joe Vitale, one of the featured teachers in The Secret, talks about gratitude as the foundation of all manifestation. He teaches that even saying thank you over and over when you're stuck can break the mental resistance keeping you from receiving. Here's your first mini challenge. Tonight, before bed, write down 3 things that went well today. They don't have to be big. Maybe you smiled at someone. Maybe your coffee tasted perfect. Maybe you handled stress a little better. Then ask yourself, how did this make me feel? And breathe into that emotion. Gratitude isn't a nice habit. It's a powerful energetic practice that rewires your brain and attracts more of what you want. Start where you are. Use what you have. And feel the shift begin. Because gratitude is the energy of now. And now is where your future begins. Gratitude is the engine that powers your manifestation. Vision is the steering wheel. You can feel all the right emotions, but if you're not directing them toward a clear outcome, you're just floating. That's why the next step is all about turning emotion into intention, and intention into action. Joe Dispenza teaches that when you combine a clear intention, what you want, with an elevated emotion, how it feels to have it, you begin to reprogram your brain and body to expect that reality. And when that expectation becomes familiar, it starts to show up. Napoleon Hill called this process autosuggestion. In Think and Grow Rich, he says that desire must be backed by emotion, not logic. You have to see it, feel it, and believe it as if it's already yours. It's not just about setting goals. It's about emotionally living inside them. This is where visualization becomes your superpower. But it's not about just picturing things like a movie. Esther Hicks, channeling Abraham, explains that the universe responds to how you feel, not just what you think. That's why visualization must include sensory details. The sounds, the colors, the smells, the joy. Neville Goddard called this living in the end. He taught that the fastest way to manifest is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You're not visualizing as a dreamer. You're stepping into your future self now. So how do you make this practical? Let's take a look at people who've used this with real results. Jim Kwik, the world-renowned brain coach, suffered a traumatic brain injury as a child and was told he would never learn properly again. But every day he visualized himself helping others learn faster. Today he trains CEOs, athletes, and entrepreneurs to unlock their mental power, the very power he once thought he didn't have. Cardi B, in a 2022 interview, shared that she used to write and speak her goals aloud every single day. Even before she was famous, she'd affirm her success, saying things like, "I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna have hits. I'm gonna be paid." She wasn't asking, she was claiming. Arnold Schwarzenegger, before he became a movie icon or governor, would sit and visualize his success every day. He imagined the trophies, the magazine covers, the cheering crowds. He believed it so deeply that the world eventually had to believe it too. Lewis Howes, host of the School of Greatness, used a simple but powerful method. He wrote out his goals, then asked himself, who do I need to become to make this happen? That one question transformed his habits, his mindset, and his entire direction. To anchor your vision, here's what you can do today. 1. Write down one clear, specific goal. 2. Next to it, write how it would feel to achieve it, in detail. 3. Close your eyes and for 2 minutes imagine yourself living it. Feel the joy, the confidence, the peace. 4. Then say it out loud. This is mine. It's already done. Bob Proctor used to say, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And Rhonda Byrne reminds us that vision boards are not about cutting out pretty pictures. They're about training your brain to expect abundance. So create your vision board. Fill it with images, quotes, and colors that make you feel elevated. Place it somewhere visible. Look at it daily, not with need but with gratitude and certainty. This isn't fantasy. This is alignment. Because when your vision is clear and your emotion is aligned, the universe doesn't just listen. It responds. You can feel grateful. You can see your future. But if your life is full of clutter, physically, emotionally, and energetically, there's no space for your dreams to land. Think of manifestation like planting a garden. If the soil is packed with weeds, your seeds won't grow. That's why the third pillar is about clearing space to receive. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that our environment constantly feeds our mind. If you're surrounded by old energy, things, habits, thoughts, your brain stays trapped in familiar patterns. And when nothing changes inside, nothing changes outside. Napoleon Hill believed in definiteness of purpose, but he also wrote that success requires discipline, order, and environment. You can't build the life of your dreams in chaos. It begins with intention, and it shows up in your space. Start with what you can control, your physical surroundings. Ask yourself, does this item represent who I am becoming? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. Marie Kondo, the organizing icon, says, if it doesn't spark joy, thank it and release it. Her method isn't just about cleaning, it's about making room for the energy of the life you want. Your bedroom, your workspace, even your phone, these are all mirrors of your current vibration. But don't stop at physical. Emotional clutter is just as heavy. Keanu Reeves, known for his quiet wisdom, once said in an interview, sometimes the people you love the most hold you back the most. He learned to release emotional attachments that no longer served his peace. It wasn't cold, it was necessary. Creating space isn't just about stuff. It's about freedom. Oprah Winfrey, who's long spoken about spiritual alignment, says that giving, even when you have little, opens channels for abundance. She tells the story of giving her last $100 to someone in need, and days later receiving 10 times that amount unexpectedly. When you give, you declare, there is more where that came from. Joe Vitale explains that giving sends a signal to the universe that you trust in flow, that you're not operating from lack but from overflow. Whether it's time, attention, or kindness, generosity creates movement. Dr. Chopra adds that contribution isn't just a spiritual concept, it's biological. Acts of giving release endorphins, lower blood pressure, and boost your immune system. Giving feels good because it aligns with who you really are. So here's your next shift. Make it a ritual. Pick one small thing to give away this week. Something you no longer use. Send a text of appreciation to someone you care about. Help a stranger without expecting anything back. These aren't random acts. They're powerful, energetic choices. Now let's talk about the evening routine, your gateway into the state of receivership. Before bed, take 3 minutes to journal. 1. One thing you released today. 2. One thing you're grateful for. 3. One feeling you want to carry into tomorrow. Emma Watson, in a quiet interview, shared that this kind of nightly reflection helped her deal with stress and stay grounded. Her ritual? Put it on paper, then let it go. Rhonda Byrne reminds us that receiving happens when we feel ready. And Esther Hicks calls it alignment with allowing. The space you create, the peace you build, the generosity you express. That's what opens the door. Because space is an invitation for the new. And the new version of you is waiting to arrive. You've just explored 3 powerful pillars that don't just support your dreams, they activate them. Gratitude realigns your mind and body with the frequency of abundance. Vision gives direction to your energy and emotion. Creating space opens the door for what you've been asking for to actually arrive. This isn't magic. It's alignment. It's what Dr. Joe Dispenza calls living from the end. You stop waiting for something to happen, and start becoming the version of you that it happens to. Napoleon Hill said, the starting point of all achievement is desire. But desire alone isn't enough. You've got to feel it, write it, visualize it, and act like it's already true. That's what turns thoughts into things. And when you do, something shifts. Not just in the outside world, but in how you walk through it. You stop chasing. You start attracting. The people we've looked at, Denzel Washington, Cardi B, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Oprah, and so many others, they didn't wait for permission or perfection. They used emotion, vision, and action. And they built lives that reflect who they decided to be. You don't need to be famous to start. You just need a decision. A moment. A notebook. A clear goal. A feeling you choose to practice every day. Start small. Start now. Write 3 things you're grateful for. Visualize one dream like it's already real. Let go of one thing holding you back. Give something, even a kind word. And then do it again tomorrow. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It's about preparing your energy to receive. Vision is not about dreaming. It's about living in expectation. And decluttering isn't about tidying up. It's about clearing space for your next chapter. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. And everything you've asked for is already on its way. So if this message lit something inside you, like this video and subscribe, not for us but for you, to remind yourself that you're on a path, that you're growing, that your energy matters. Because 2025 doesn't start on January 1st. It starts the moment you choose to align with the future you want. And that moment could be now. Wow, you've tapped into the law of attraction. Feel that positive energy? This video found you for a reason. Let's amplify it together. Subscribe to manifest more life-changing content. like to send positivity back to the universe. Share with someone you care about. You'll both benefit. Comment below with your thoughts or questions. Your engagement grows our community. Next video, I'll reveal a secret to manifest desires faster. Don't miss it. Join our vibrant community of manifestors. Let's co-create an incredible reality together. Your journey to unlimited abundance starts now. I believe in you.